Hello and welcome everyone. We're back. This is race 2 of week 1 of the Super Trofeo series. My name is Nick and I'm going to be taking you through race number 2. So we're just recently at Watkins Glen. We're now back at we're at Laguna Seca. So we're still in America. We're just on another coast now. So we've gone from east to west. And we are going to kick this off momentarily, less than a minute before free practice finishes. Let's have a quick look. So as in the previous race, we're going to kick things off at just after 10 o'clock. So we're running a little bit late. And the race will generally start not too long after qualifying finish. So 10-minute qualifying. And then this is the car that we're using. So it's the Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo Evo 2 series. As you can see, 620 brake horsepower, top speed of 280 kilometers. We've already seen these guys fight it out in the first race. That was around Watkins Glen. We're going to be doing it around Laguna Seca. So this track also has 11 turns, runs anti-clockwise. Quite an iconic circuit, especially the corkscrew through 7, 8 and 8A as they like to call it after the Rahal Straight. I think probably a little sort of watch out for around here is the amount of sausage curbs that they have. They don't have the big sausage curbs, they have the real small ones. They can catch you out though, so this track does require you to be hitting every apex around the circuit. And they've got pretty much little mini sausage curves planted around everyone to keep cars on track. So that will be kicking off momentarily. Let's have a quick look at how practice wound up. And there you go. So I'll get all sorted out. But it was Matt Frost who once again took victory in race 1. There's that.
Green light, give us all you can.
Cars making their way out on the track. There it is. Drive, awesome. Yeah, that screen looks pretty good. Have a look at cars out on track. So Peter Wall is going to be the first car around there. It's going to be a 10-minute qualifying. No, it's going to be a 5-minute qualifying session, sorry. So we're shortening everything by 5 minutes. So it'll be a 40-minute race, 5 minutes qualifying. Get out there. Probably got to be a sprint to get 2 laps in. And here almost like a one-shot qualifying. And then the race will start not long after that. So track is optimum 32 degrees air temperature. Track is at 40 degrees. No wind to speak of. So he makes his way through the corkscrew for the first time. Out there, runs a little bit wide, so 11 cars, all of them around on track right now. Fake Neat, just Hildebrandt, they've all made it back, so we've lost a couple from the first one, but understandable, it's pretty late, starting after 10 o'clock, so on Monday night, fair enough. This is our Pulsitter and race winner, race number 1, Matt Frost, Ollie Masterson. Finished 8th in the previous race. We saw Stephen Haycock have a good battle with Hildebrandt in the first race. So I think we can have a look at what that decal is on the top of his roof. Anthony Susanna, he was P4 last time around. Good to see Nando Latanzio make it back. This man here, James Pierre-Reid, pushed Matt Frost all the way. Just couldn't quite get a pass done, so he'll be hoping to change that in the second race of the evening. This is here Peter Wall. First man who's going to settle up as he makes his way, plummets down the hill of the corkscrew. Did plenty of laps here in this car as well over the weekend. Once again, just getting that front end turned in can be a little bit difficult as he runs a little bit wide there, but shouldn't scrub off too much lap time. Let's see what he comes out with. 126.9, James Pierre Reid. He's about to set off on his lap right now. He's just getting out of the way. What about Wally Masterson? So a minute and a half, so they're pretty much going to have one lap to get this done. Hildebrand Haycock has come through. What about Herb Atron? So 125.7, Neil Fakeney is currently sitting in pole position. Hildebrand, Haycock, Peter Wall. Where's Herb Atron? Going to come out and all of that. Remain down there in P6. Is pole sitter and P1 winner from race 1. 666. Matt Frost. Let's see how he goes. Straight to the top of the times at 25.3. So good start from him. What about James Pierre Reid? He was in P2 last race. Getting a little bit sideways there through the corkscrew. So just over 30 seconds left. Nando just getting out of the way there. Yeah, 5-minute quality, 40-minute race, so going to knock off 5 minutes of race time. James Pierre Reid, his car from race number 2. P7 right now, so I think that's clearly indicative of his best time. Bueller goes P3. What about Wally Masterson? Currently sitting P7, and he'll get one more go of it, so clock is gone, 000. Herb Atron. Currently 9th. It's looking like where he moves up to P8. Alright, there we go. What about Matt Frost? He's on purple on this lap at 25.3 is his best time. Currently in P1. And he beats it by 3/10. He goes to 25 flat. It's a great time from him. He's on the front row of the grid once again. In P1, Peter Wall, he's not going to improve his time. What about car number 63, Bueller? He's currently P4, it's the second row. So clock has gone 000. It's just himself and Wally Masterson. They're both out there. So Bueller at 25.8. Up a little bit further, no he can't, so he starts in P5 and Wally Masterson P9, and that is where he will start as well. So that's qualifying. Reid, Frost, Fakeney, Cesana, Bueller, Haycock, Hildebrand, P-Wall, Masterson, Atron, Mack and Latenzio. Don't think either of those guys set a time. That is the grid for race number 2, which will be coming to you very, very shortly. Alright, that was a quick run and done. And now the grid will form up momentarily. Take a quick, we'll be back very, very shortly. Alright, we're back. We might do this. So, let's have a quick look. We can.
Seconds.
Let's see, what is
20 seconds.
Okay, so it's like some sort of right, okay.
10
so
seconds.
Like some sort of logo of some sort. What is it? A bunch of goobies. Yeah, cool. There you go. Their logo. Alright, that's cool. Alright, here we go. So we're going to kick off race number 2. So it's James Reed who ended up taking pole position there. So he's going to start from P1. I could have sworn that it was Matt Frost, but anyway. Matt Frost is going to start there from P2. Black license, gold if you like, this is Neil Fakeney, P3 for him, so staying a little bit higher on the grid than he did in race number 1 at Watkins Glen. Let's see what he can do. Here's Anthony Cesana. Squadron Corse, he's going to, that's the team name, name, P4, Bueller, he's going to start there from P5, he left Stephen Haycock the company as well, so he and Chris Hildebrand, there was nothing in it between those two at Watkins Glen, so they're about to do battle once again. Peter Wall will begin the race there from P8. William Masterson, the papaya and blue Lamborghini. He's going to start there in P9. And then Herb Atron bringing up the rear there in P10. This man here, Nando Latenzio. Start from 11 on the grid. We've only got 11 runners. That's alright though. The quality, not the quantity. Coming through. It's turn 10. Sausage curve on the right hand side. Don't want to touch that. Forming up quite nicely. We're about to get 40 minutes of Laguna Seca underway. Track temperature 42 degrees. It's at optimum. There's no wind. It's a lovely 32 degrees. And these boys are about to start racing. Pierre Reed and Frost as they form up. Signal any moment.
Green light.
There it is. Let's go racing. Looks like Pierre Reed got a good jump there on Frost. Cesana managed to get the jump on Fakeney as well as they all filter into turn 1 now. The double apex left-hander. Looks like they've all managed to get through. Oh no! Big massive pile up there. Oh dear. What happened there? So just coming through. Oh, I think it was a coordinated spin. I think it was at Fakeney and Frost. I think. Yeah, I don't think they made any contact there. They've fallen all the way back to the rear of the field. There they are. Cesana. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide here. Have a look at this. These boys are going for it in race number 2. That's Haycock, I believe. So getting the move done there on Wall. So nice job from him. Into the corkscrew for the first time. Hildebrand and Cesana They make a little bit of contact. Oh, no one almost went around there. Oh, he does all by himself. He's a bit of drifting there from Hildebrand. Check out what happened to him. Oh, have a look at that. He almost saved it. Well, he did save it. Nice work from him. I think it was Haycock and Hildebrand. They got the exact same delivery. I think it might have been Haycock. Wow. So these boys are fired up for this one. It's James Pierre Reid. He's leading the way. He's got a nice comfortable gap already on Anthony Cesana. The action is all in the mid-pack here. We've got Matt Frost. He's at the bottom of the pile right now. What happened to Bueller? He's dropped through the field, so it looks like he's had some sort of issue. A little bit of damage on there. Hard to tell from here. Might have a little bit. That's Matt Frost. He's going to have to work his way all back through the field. But right now, James Pierre Reid from Cesana, Hildebrand, Wall, Haycock. See his ball. We're looking from the rear. Oh, that was Haycock who ran wide there. That opened it up for Masterson just to cruise through. So, no good. Haycock makes his way down through the corkscrew. That was a lot more action-packed. These guys are looks like they're a little bit more committed than they were the last time. Really staying up this late and racing on a Monday night, you might as well make it worth your while. I think that's Fakey in the background, looking to make a move on Nando Latenzio, who's moved himself up all the way from P11. He's in P8 right now. Now Fakey has Frost behind him. He's going to send it up the inside into turn 1 and gets the job done. So nice move there from Matt Frost. He moves himself up into P8. Race 1 winner. Front row of the grid of this one. Going to have to work his way from the rear of the field. Battle scars there early on. Oh, Nando, what happened? Let's see if we can see anything on the replay. Back end was just stepping out ever so slightly, but he was able to hold that up and not go all the way around. So he continues on his way. Peter Wall, though, all over the back of Chris Hildebrand, is doing a great job there in P3. Good effort from Hildebrand. This is the first time I've seen him racing tonight. Doesn't mean it's a newcomer to the league. I haven't seen him before, but holding his own. Talk about holding his own. There's a sort of gaggle of cars here. Matt Frost looming large now on the rear of Stephen Haycock. Back from the rear wing of his car now. Equally trying to make his way past the 40-minute race, so knocked off 5 minutes. 35 still to go. Plenty of time for Frost to work his way back. That's exactly what he's doing now. We'll have to go around the outside here. Tricky part of the circuit to do just that. Oh, and I think that was Haycock just ran a little bit deep there. That opened up the door for Frost. Now it's going to be a drag race up Rahal Straight. Oh, and that was Fakey in there too. He had the elbows out. Oh no, and Haycock, did he almost go around? He did. Managed to keep it facing the right way around. So these action aplenty. Kicking off this one, race 2 of the Super Trofeo series. We had race 1 earlier at Watkins Glen. There's a lot more sedate in that one than it is here right now. And here's Peter Wall getting the job done on Hildebrand. Outbreaks himself a little bit through the final turn. Now it's going to be a drag race. Project with that V10 engine in the rear of the car right now. Into the double apex left-hander of Andretti hairpin. Not too sure. You have to assume it's after Murray, maybe Michael as well. Nonetheless, Peter Wall gets the job done. He moves himself up into podium contention. He's now in P3. But I see just in the background there, this man here, Matt Frost, he's filling the mirrors of Wally Masterson right now. He runs a little bit wide, or that might have been, oh, hang on, what happened to Peter Wall? Said that he made contact, or that was someone running wide, that was Hildebrand. So his good start has come undone. He's dropping back now. And he was another spot there. Wally Masterson. He was the spot to Frost, so he's already moved himself up into P3, Matt Frost. So a race 1 winner, started in P2, dropped down to P11. Now finds himself in 3rd position. James Pierre-Reid, who's leading the race right now. 4.4 seconds ahead. Anthony Susanna, who's in P2. And this is where Matt Frost is in comparison to each of those guys. This is where the rest of the pack is. Nando Latenzio and Herb Atron is bringing up with the rear of the field there. So they've had some early race dramas. But man, this one's kicked off nicely. This has been a lot of excitement in the first 8 minutes. Plenty more action to come. Pierre-Reid, a comfortable 3.6 second gap between him and Anthony Susanna. What about Haycock? We saw plenty of action from him in race 1. Look who he's got for company. It's Hildebrand. These two have been attached at the hip the entire night. And Haycock manages to slide past there. So they swap positions. Haycock 8th, Hildebrand 9th. Plenty of action happening all throughout the field. This is Bueller. He's all over the back of Peter Wall. Oh, Wall runs wide. And that is not a place that you want to be. And he might even lose another position to Haycock here. He does. Oh, he makes big contact. Oh dear. That was not good. Let's have another look at that. So, he's just out-braking himself. Bang. Couldn't pull it up, and then Haycock had nowhere to go, so unfortunate for him. Back to live action now. And there's been plenty of it. What happened to you, Nando? Let's see if we can pick it up here. Back end just steps out, hits the grass, and around he goes. Although it didn't hit anything, so that's always a good thing. And Pierre-Reid's lost the lead. Oh, look at that. So he's just trying to think, is that around turn 3 possibly? The left-hander, I think it is. He's just lost the back end. 3 or 4, I believe. So no good for him. That means Anthony Susanna is currently in P1. James Pierre-Reid's got it all to do in front of him. Matt Frost down there in P3. 4th is Wally Masterson. He's got he's almost lost the back end as well. So, as I mentioned earlier on, those sausage curves that are pretty much parked on every apex of every corner around here. Go through the corkscrew. This is Fakeney behind Masterson. Take a look from the rear wing. Volley. Fakeney will make his way past Quick Smart. Less than half an hour to go. Plenty of action in this one. Good fun for a Monday night. Head down the hill. Braking zone here. Double apex left-handers. I've mentioned a couple of times already. The Andretti hairpin. You got a sausage curb. Right there, you can see that. So really utilising all of the circuit. There's another one parked on the apex there as well. Nothing there for that corner. And then coming up to 5. Once again, so they can catch you out. precision is the key around here. Oh, he's run a little bit deep. That's will that open it up for Fake Nick? No. Can't capitalise on that little mistake there from Masterson. So pushing hard early on. Track is still at optimum. 33 degrees air temperature, 42 degrees track temperature, and the action is hot. Masterson gonna try and drop Fake Nick. He's got other things in mind. Let's try and get past him right now. Begin another lap. Having a look up to the inside. Quite close enough to make a move. Fake Nick definitely signalling his intent here. This is proving to be a nice little scrap early on. After a bunch of action kicked off this one, we had spins, we had collisions, we had everything. We've even had the race leader losing it. So Fake Nick continuing to work hard. Masterson doing his best to keep behind him. Oh no, that was Wally Masterson. Have a quick look at that again. What happened here? Just unsettled the car a little bit on that bump, and around he goes. That's how easy it is. Marshals were straight onto it with the yellow flags. So he's dropped down to P7, just behind Chris Hildebrandt. Fake Nick, on the other hand, he's moved into P4 there. He's got Matt Frost ahead of him. It's going to be quite the challenge. He's on the charge himself. He's trying to catch James Pierre-Reid. It's swapping around of positions. It was Pierre-Reid who was doing the chasing of Frost early on at, for the majority of the race at Watkins Glen. Now the shoe is firmly on the other foot. Let's have a look at lap times as well. So almost identical from those two, so evenly matched. Absolutely nothing in it between Pierre-Reid and Matt Frost. So plenty of work for him, race one winner to do. This is the battle out in front between Anthony Cesana and James Pierre-Reid. Times between them, Pierre-Reid at 26.1 and 25.8 to Cesana. So Cesana holds the advantage there by about 3/10 on the last lap around. And this would be a familiar feeling for James Pierre-Reid. Once again, sitting in P2, doing his utmost best to get past the car in front to take the lead of the race. He was in the lead of the race. He did all the hard work early on, but came unstuck. Fake Nick should come unstuck somewhere. Trying to catch a hold of him. Let's see, it's his turn now, so catching just the tail end of it. So it's his turn to suffer the fate of the spinning around at the corkscrew. As we're back to live action. He's dropped down into P7 right now as we speak, with 25 minutes left in this one. So quarter hour has already gone past. He's got to come under attack here. Stephen Haycock tucked in behind him. What happened to Frosty? He started in P2. Hang on. I'll get to you in a moment. Haycock looking to make a move here on Fake Nick. Couldn't quite get it done. I'll bring you up to speed very, very shortly. That's Fake Nick just getting a little bit loose there, but maintains his position. But Matt Frost, he started in P2, and on the opening lap there at the hairpin, he just lost the rear end, turned it around, so dropped all the way back to the rear of the field. He had a little bit of contact in there as well, but he's worked his way back up into P3. He's a race one winner, put it on pole position. Held off James Pierre-Reid. He's in with a clean sweep. Got about 24 minutes to do it as we're watching Haycock and Fake Nick make their way down through the corkscrew. no, what happened? Wally. Oh, he goes around as well. So we saw Latenzio do that. Oh, that's a much bigger hit that time around. So Wally isn't as lucky as Nando. Nando was able to get off relatively scot-free. But man, this has been action aplenty in race number 2 of week 1 of the Super Trofeo series. Hope you're enjoying the action. This has been fun to call. Masterson, he loses the spot to Atron. Yeah, Paul Russell, you would have enjoyed this. I reckon. Hope your pedals get better before the next season. Yeah, this has been good stuff. Getting to the front here, James Pierre-Reid is all over the back of the rear of Anthony Cesana. Let's see how they go as they head down the hill. Last time around, Anthony Cesana 126.3, James Pierre-Reid at 126.1. So two very evenly matched drivers right now. Track 43 degrees, air temperature 33 degrees, still at optimum. Come down through the corkscrew one more time. Have a cool look at Cesana doing his utmost best. Getting the hard charging Pierre-Reid behind him. Doing a great job here, Anthony Cesana. Finished 4th in race 1, so race victory here in race number 2. Quite delightful, I have to imagine. They make their way down the front straight one more time. 21 minutes remaining, so almost the halfway mark of this one. Will conclude week 1 of the series. We're off to Indianapolis and Coda next week. It's going to be a big challenge, especially around Coda, that first sector. It's going to be nasty stuff. We focus our attention right here. As Pierre-Reid continues to pile on the pressure. Really Masterson just made a little bit of contact with something or someone. No, he hasn't. He's managed to get past Herb Atron. So just watching a replay of that right now. And we're back to live action. So he's down there in P11. Let's get back to the battle at the front because it's heating up. This is Pierre-Reid. Continuing. Oh no, what happened to Cesana? He outbraked himself there at the corkscrew, so he makes a mistake there. Not the first driver to do that tonight. Let's see if we can just the tail end of the mistake. So yeah, just outbraked himself there. We're on board with him, and yeah, Pierre-Reid manages to get through. Now it's his turn. Sit out in front. To watch Pierre-Reid and Cesana, but he's looming large now. He's just coming through the Andretti hairpin. What's happened? Haycock, he's had a bit of a drama. Oh no, that was coming together. Who was that with? Was that with Nando Latenzio as well? I think those two have come together and they're in the pits now. So that might be their night done and dusted. Potentially. They zoomed back there, so that might be their night all sorted. But Anthony Cesana, his night is not over yet. looking to get past Pierre Reid. Can he force a mistake out of him now? Pierre Reid, so much hard work, and as I say that, he does make a little mistake at the corkscrew. He runs wide as well. Going to come back around. Oh, there's a couple of wheels on the dirt there. So Pierre Reid flirting with danger. Now Susanna, this is not over yet. He's going to go around the outside. He's going to do the old over-under. We'll try it anyway. Onto the front straight. It's going to be a drag race into the Andretti hairpin. This one is not over by a long shot. These two absolutely going at it right now. 18 minutes remaining, and there he is. There's Matt Frost. You can see him in the background now. So as Paul Russell is pointing out there in the chat, he will be cheering on these two to continue to fight it out as hard as they can so we can catch up. And he's going to insert himself in the battle very, very shortly. 26 to Frost on that last one. 27-3 to Pierre Reid. Definitely making way on the sunshine. As Susanna looking to go up the inside now. They go side by side in the corkscrew. They make a little bit of contact there. Susanna pings on. There's Frost. He'll be loving this. Might even be able to just pick up the scraps of this one. These two end up taking themselves out, but that was risky business right there. Contact was made, and now Matt Frost is all over the back and the rear of James Pierre Reid, who runs a little bit wide there at the final turn. It's going to be a drag race once again into the Andretti hairpin. Oh, and that was Haycock just getting out of the way for them, flying past. Pierre Reid keeping Matt Frost at bay for now. That was Lattanzio getting out of the way there as well. Front split up. Matt Frost. Can he go 2 for 2? That'll certainly be on his mind right now. We have a little bit more of a smaller grid, but I tell you what, it's packed a punch. There's been a hell of a lot of action in the first 24 minutes of this one. What's the last 15 minutes and change have in store for us as Pierre Reid gets a little bit loose. Out of the corkscrew. He's going to have to do his best to keep Matt Frost behind him. As Susanna now just maintaining that gap, not necessarily edging away. And here we go again. Frost is going to give chase. Pierre Reid. Last lap round. Matt Frost at 126.3, 126 flat to James Pierre Reid. Anthony Susanna did a 125.8. So he's got the clear air. Making the most of it. Right now, there's the top three. You can throw a blanket over them right here. These three positions far from settled. Wally Masterson, he's very unsettled. He's facing the wrong way, in fact. And around he goes. So I think that was just through either 5 or 6 by the looks of things. He's back up and running. But in the meantime, back out in front. Looks like Pierre Reid just managed to pull away ever so slightly from Frost. Come through the corkscrew again. Seen plenty of drama through here. No such issues that time around. I think this is the first time we've really sort of had a chance to catch our breath in this one. Far from over. Susanna. Can he hold on? Can Pierre Reid finally crack the nut and get up into P1? Or is Matt Frost going to just slip by both of them and make it a clean sweep, 2 from 2 for the night? Got less than 14 minutes remaining. We'll find out very, very shortly. The watching Susanna come through the Andretti hairpin one more time. Pierre Reid just closing up under brakes. Able to hold him off for now. Got that back end. Wanted to step out a little bit through there. Great stuff. The top three all fighting it out. Peter Wall is still in the pits. He's been there for 3 minutes now. So it's Susanna, Pierre Reid, Frost, Bueller, Fakeney. That's your top five. Hildebrand, Herb Atron, Wally Masterson, Peter Wall, Stephen Haycock and Nando Latenzio. That's the field. That's all 11 drivers here in the tyres. Working hard there with the car under brakes. They plunge down the hill now. And Susanna doing a great job to keep Pierre Reid behind him. Still plenty of time, 12 and a half minutes. Might as well feel like an hour for Susanna. Let's have a look at times. That time 25.8. 25.8, Pierre Reid and Susanna. That last one, 25.7 to 25.89. So pace very, very similar across all three drivers right now. It's going to come down to who can be the cleanest, who makes the fewest mistakes, if any. Matt Frost was clinical in the first race. Pierre Reid threw the absolute kitchen sink at him to try and get past. Couldn't quite do it. And we didn't see much of Anthony Susanna. It was a pretty lonely race for him in P4. And here's Pierre Reid now, having a look into this corkscrew one more time. And in doing so, that just enables Frost to close the gap a little bit more. Battle still not over here. Continues on. Looks like Pierre Reid had a pretty good run on him there. Just not a place that's conducive to overtaking. You're going to have to really keep an eye on things here because Frost will pounce on any opportunity that's presented to him. And there's an opportunity right there. Susanna runs wide at the last turn. Just outbrakes himself and there he goes. From first to third in the blink of an eye. He loses the race lead. James Pierre Reid takes over in P1. Matt Frost into P2 and Anthony Susanna is going to have to scramble and fight back. He's in P3 right now. Oh no! Pierre Reid just lost it. I reckon he just touched the dirt. Let's have another quick look here. Does he get out on the dirt a little bit? He does. Just a couple of wheels out, and that was enough to bring him unstuck. And oh, that's a devastating blow for him considering his night. He was in for a chance of a win, but with 10 minutes and 20 seconds left, I don't like his chances now, but have a look at this man. I like his chances. This is Matt Frost in a very, very familiar position from tonight. He put it on pole position in the first race. He was the lights to flag victor. Then in race number 2, he started in second. I thought it was first. What's happened to Stephen Haycock? Where are you? Let's see if we can pick him up. Oh, that's it. Unfortunately, he did hit the side of the car and the wall there, approaching the corkscrew. So he's down there in P9 right now. But yeah, Matt Frost, what a night for him. He's about 9.5 minutes from making it a clean sweep. 2 for 2. Been fantastic tonight. Stephen Haycock again. That is not the right way around. He's just trying to make his way into the pits and there he goes. That's a lot of damage there. He scrapes on that one. So Anthony Susanna, what can he do from P2? So look at times. Frost was a 126.3, a 127.7. Anthony Susanna, so Matt Frost clearly has the pace. And you have to think, based on his form so far tonight, 2 from 2. Disappointing that Pierre Reid made that big mistake. It would have been another great battle between those two, as we saw in race 1. Anthony Cesana as well. So Matt Frost had bad luck at the very beginning of the race, but I guess that's when you want it. Don't want it at the end. So he's moved himself all the way back from, I think he was in last spot. Started at the bottom, now he's here. Tick over 8 minutes as he makes his way onto the front straight once again. Field's relatively spread out now. There's action aplenty to get it started, but settle down. There's Hildebrand. Oh, around he goes. What happened to him? Just out on the dirt. Yeah. Not been the first driver that we've seen that happen to tonight. And he gets it going again. So back to live pictures. 7.5 minutes left. It's currently Matt Frost leading it from Anthony Cesana. James Pierre Reid. How's he pulled up? He's got a little bit of traffic in front of him. I think that's Haycock and Latenzio. As that was Haycock running wide. And Latenzio and Haycock might have been a little more contact again there, but able to continue on. So James Pierre Reid there in 3rd position. This is Bueller in 4th and Neil Fakeney in 5th. This man here right now, the 666, belonging to Matt Frost, has this one well in hand. Bueller, he doesn't have it well in hand. That's not good. And around he goes. So the dirt on the side of the track has definitely caught quite a few drivers out in this one. Didn't really have those sort of kind of conditions at Watkins Glen. A lot more runoff than what you have here, so you are punished a lot more severely for your mistakes around this circuit. Funnily enough, it hasn't been the sausage curbs that's caught people out, it's just been more the sort of the track limits, if you like. No grass, just dirt, makes it quite slippery. Part of the state. Lots of wine growing around in this area. That's fun. Nice and easy. Through the corkscrew. This is the man who's giving chase. Last lap was 126.6, 125.8. This gap under control is 3.9 seconds now. Cesana just navigates the final turn again. And just a tick over 5 minutes remaining. Race number 2, but it's been this man here, Matt Frost. To see him in an AMG Mercedes, but so that's not possible this evening, and he's taken to this like a duck to water. Looks very second nature to him. And this man here really could have contended for a race victory. We take some solace in knowing that he's got the fastest lap at 125.1. It's a good half a second ahead of Matt Frost. But yeah, he is fighting on valiantly. So podium position is certainly still for the taking. Just needs to get home in the next 4 minutes. Have a look at the position of Delta. So Pierre Reid, he lost 2 spots. Fakeney lost 2. Cesana up 2. And Frost, he's only up 1. And Vatron, he was up 3 spots. So Haycock and Peter Wall, they both lost 3 spots as well. So there's the movers and the shakers for this one. We coming now to the closing stages. Less than 4 minutes remaining. It's Matt Frost leading the way. Relatively comfortable right now between him and Anthony Cesana. James Pierre Reid, after his gallant efforts in the first race, is sitting comfortably in P3. So a podium still well within hand for him. Neil Fakeney, Bueller. Just trying to have a look at some of the Fakeney finished. This is a much better result for him in race 2. He finished P12 in race 2, so he's 4th. And what's going on the brand? He's just might have had a little bit of an off there. Still circulating without any drama, so he's all good. But yeah, Fakeney finished 12th in race 1. He's 4th right now, so a much better second race for Neil Fakeney. He'll be pretty happy with that. Anthony Cesana, he finished 4th in race 1, so he goes up a couple of spots. He'll be pretty happy with the podium this evening. What about Peter Ward? He finished 5th in the first race. He's 11th right now. Bueller, he finished 11th in the first race. He's 5th. Hildebrand, he's finished 7th, so he's gotten one better this time around. Herb Atron, he finished 9th. He's currently 7th right now. Haycock, he finished 6th in race 1. So he's had a worse race 2. He's currently sitting in 9th. Nando Latenzio, he did finish towards the rear of the field from memory. That's where he is unfortunately now. And Peter Wall, he finished 5th in race 1. So much worse off race in race 2. So swings and roundabouts. Pretty easy to go from chocolates to boiled lollies in motor racing, but it's been nothing but the sweet stuff for this man on screen. He's not put a foot wrong. Oh, well, he did put 1 foot wrong, actually, at the start of this one. But even that he did well. He spun around, got going again. He's worked his way through the field. And he's going to begin the final lap. We'll get the notification very, very shortly. There's less than a minute remaining now.
He's on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
Needs to get through the next 3.6 kilometres, and he will take victory in race number 2 and make it a clean sweep for the evening. As the rest of the field, Herb Atron is 1.8 seconds behind Masterson. That's between those two. Looking for heads up turn 5, well away now up Greyhawk Straight, final time this evening. Nothing but blue sky. Final time this evening. Through Rainy Curve now into turn 10, and he will make his way through the final turn. And once again, Matt Frost, he was P1 in the first race, and he's going to come home in the exact same spot in race number 2. Congratulations, Matt Frost, race winner in race number 2. Anthony Cesana, he comes home in P2. Congratulations to him. James Pierre Reid, a bit of a case of what if for him. He'll still come home in a podium, so it's a 2nd and a 3rd for him. Not a bad night's work for JPR as he comes home over the line in P3. Congratulations. Neil Fakeney, he's going to come through turn 10 now, and he's going to take a very well-deserved P4. So after finishing P12 in race number 1, I reckon he'll be feeling pretty happy about himself right now as he's about to cross the line for P4. Well done to Neil Fakeney. Good result in race number 2. bit of a battered and bruised Lamborghini belonging to Bueller. He will make his way across the line. He's going to finish the race in 5th position. Congratulations to him. Chris Hildebrandt put on a pretty good showing in the first race and the second race as well. Fought pretty hard. And he's just got one more turn to make. And he's going to finish in 6th position. Making his way through turn 11. Across the line in 6th spot. So congratulations to him. Wally Masterson, he'll come home in 7th spot. Quite an eventful race for old Wally Masterson there. Herb Atron is going to finish in 8th spot as well. Stephen Haycock, Nando Latenzio and Peter Wall round out the 11. But it was this man this evening, Matt Frost. He was the cream of the crop. He was too good for them all. He took home victory in race number 1, and he did it again in race number 2. So congratulations to him, Anthony Susanna and James Pierre Reid for their podium finish. So that is it, everyone. We're all done. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. We are going to do it all again next week. So we're going to come back and we will be doing Indianapolis and Circuit of the Americas. We had 13 tonight. I reckon after watching this, I think a few guys will get pretty excited, and maybe we'll see a bigger grid next week. But until then, everyone, my name's Nick. I hope you enjoyed the stream.